ask me for a hand to hold your doubt.
And hello and welcome to
Another episode of
Crosspod
Wordcast.
Should we put a question mark at the end of our title? Crosspod Wordcast?
Because the whole thing's a pun.
Yeah, because it would be a crosswordian kind of reference, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's keeping in the
The spirit.
Yeah.
Well, this is Crosspod Wordcast. It's a crossword puzzle podcast, and I'm Daniel.
I'm David.
And we're Sansa Lindsay. She'll be back one day, but we got producer Sam keeping us honest and keeping
producer
us audible.
Sam on the ones and twos.
Mm-hmm. Some threes and fours sometimes
These days.
Mm-hmm. David, how have you been? It's been a couple weeks.
It's been two. This is our regular schedule. We're kind of back to a 2 weeks cadence so far.
Yeah.
We'll see if it keeps up.
I do think we had said we aspired to the first and third Thursdays, but I think this month we actually, because let's see, July. Oh, that's right. The last one we did was the last Thursday of June. So we're actually on to the second, but it feels like
we're off whatever the schedule that was that we had.
A thing we aspire to at one point, but we're here, and that's the important thing.
It is, yeah. That's the most important thing. Asses in seats. You're
eyes on screens.
Yeah, and mouths into microphones.
Yeah. So we're gonna solve the New York Times crossword puzzle today, right? You want to do the Thursday puzzle, David, or do you want to get historic? Maybe get archival.
If we got historic, I always welcome it, and I think it's a chance. If we're doing that, we should go for a Friday or a Saturday, something
challenging,
like decidedly more challenging than a Thursday. Okay. Thursdays are not easy.
Yeah,
but we never really stumble or fail to finish a Thursday. So if you had one in mind, is there some date is there some
I do not
Friday?
have one. I do not have one in mind, but I don't know. We haven't done it in a while, and it suddenly just struck me that it might be fun to get into the archive.
Today's July 14th, 2022.
Yeah. How many years ago would a July 14th be on a Friday? Do you
maybe
know
like 14 years ago,
14
plus
years
or
ago,
minus
so 2008.
You do it in 7-year increments, but you could go 7 years back and then 14 years backward.
Okay, July 2008, the 14th was a Monday, so we have to go to 2009, and July 14th is a Tuesday. So if I go to July 2012, overshot it.
Well,
Here we go.
2011, July 2011.
Oh,
July,
no.
Nope.
It's a
that
Thursday.
Must have been a leap year.
Yeah, a leap year. Oopsie.
Or something.
A Saturday. Should we do a Saturday one? That one was
okay.
That sounds fun.
Saturday, July 14th.
July 14th.
July 2012. 2012. 10 years ago.
Yeah. The 10th anniversary. What is there? Is there a decaversary? Is that can you say that?
Decade anniversary. I don't know what the word is for the celebration of 10 years. Yeah.
Deca means 10. So, I said decaversary, and I think you knew exactly what I meant. So words.
There's something to say that if you can communicate meaning, then it doesn't even matter if you've followed grammar rules. So there you go, Daniel.
Yeah, I don't know how. I bet I assume people putting our podcast on are just kind of putting it on in the background, and they're not even needing meaning. They just want to hear our dulcet tones.
That's right. People who love us, our dear aunts and our
your uncle.
Yeah,
my uncle.
I was just going to ask you before. I mean, we'll get into our preliminary segments before we solve, because we always do. But I was just going to ask you where you were on July 14th, 2012. Do you remember?
July 14th, 2012. I might have been in Salt Lake, or I might have been in. I think I was in England in July of 2012. I lived there for a year between 2011 and 2012.
And you were studying out there.
That's right. I was studying at University of York, a little bit of film and literature. It was fun. I remember having a FaceTime with you, where I had you say a thing that I just found this app that would like let you turn it was early AR stuff, but it was like it would let me tag an item in the real world. It wasn't really it was kind of AR. It would let me tag an item in the real world that I could point my camera at, and then it would associate that item with a video that I could upload.
Okay.
And so I had you say a line from Back to the Future, or I said say something, and you said a line from Back to the Future. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, we're gonna see some serious shit.
Yeah.
And I still got that little video in my photo library, but I don't know what app that was, but I come across it occasionally and I remember that moment. So.
Well, that's fun. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
So yeah, around that time I was probably in Salt Lake City and just downtown working at the old Apple store.
Yeah.
At the Gateway Mall.
Yeah.
And
producer Sam, were you in a van? Were you living in a van down by the river at 10 years ago, July 2012? Maybe look into that and give us an update. No, he's shaking his head. No, he was. No. That wasn't until 2014 that we.
I wasn't living with you?
Not in 2012.
That was after?
Yeah, that was after, because then I lived downtown for a year, and then we lived together in Sugar House, and that was 2014. Almost certain. So anyway, we're doing the July 14th, 2012 puzzle, and before we get there, though, let's do our buzz by.
Yes, here I have in my hand.
I have my beverage on a can. I'm gonna just open this. Give you the.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a Press brand grapefruit cardamom premium alcohol seltzer.
That sounds like a great flavor. Grapefruit cardamom.
Ooh, that's very nice. The grapefruit is nice and subtle. The cardamom adds a little bit of spice, very spicy, kind of like all spicy. Very nice.
I have tap water that's been carbonated with a soda stream.
Congrats. Is it flavored or just carbonated?
It has like the dregs of a liquid IV lemon lime packet. It's just like a little hydration powder.
tiny bit of flavor there, just like a hint. Nice.
Because it was like left over, because this is the second time I've filled this up. So I drank one of those, but it stays in the ice a little, the powder. Yeah,
they get a little bit of that. Well, okay. Well, now that we've had our buzz buys, we actually circumvented. We skipped our return and report to our section where we talk about we review our final section from the previous episode. Where after we do the puzzle, we're going to do an art section where we share pieces of art that exist in the world. David, I posted in the podcast that you last week or last time you had a whole bunch of recommendations, so people would just have to listen. Do you remember we were getting texts from Chantel about all of the various media? I don't think I've watched any of them.
No, that's a lot, and we were mid Wimbledon at the time. Since then, of course, I guess I could say that I watched the final that happened on Sunday. I'd say overall a tumultuous and interesting Wimbledon, but somewhat disappointing.
Oh well, I'm sorry that it was so disappointing. That's
primarily disappointing if you're a Rafael Nadal fan. He had to, this is the worst thing to happen if you're a player and a fan. It's like where the player before the match happens, it was a semifinal, and instead of playing, he said, I can't play, I'm injured, and then
that is a disappointment.
And then his opponent just got a walkover, just went straight to the final, but that meant that he was I think he was a little he wasn't as kind of hardened as he could have been if he had just come from winning
against Nadal.
Yeah.
Well, so then he didn't win the final, is what you're.
No, he did. No, he did not. It wasn't even. And then it was actually a disappointing. He was a disappointing competitor, I'd say. Anyway,
Well, altogether then, lots of disappointment
Yeah.
in the world
yeah.
for that and other reasons. But let's bring a bit of satisfaction and by completing a puzzle. It's a game. We're gonna fill in some squares with some letters. Probably there's a Saturdays. Oh no, Sundays have the what are you pointing at, David?
The puzzle below us.
Oh, the puzzle below. That's right. That's right. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. Let's jump in and give ourselves 1 hour.
Yeah. After we solve it, we'll do an etymological pass where we look up words we didn't know and in terms from the clues or the answers that we didn't know. And then, yeah, we'll do our final segment, the arts section, where we'll share a recent thing we've consumed.
Yeah, whether water or cigarettes.
Yeah.
So away we go.
July 14th. Oops,
Yeah.
21st.
Oh, what happened there? That's wrong.
Press the finger tapped on the wrong square. And
Oh yeah, I
we're
see.
back.
They're below. Oh, okay, my bad.
So
Okay.
yeah, this is a puzzle. It's kind of got a star, like a little bit of a spiral shape to it.
Yeah, spirality there.
There's a
Kind of
diagonal-
turning, a spiral turning to the clockwise.
Yeah,
with black
maybe
squares
like
here.
a Stussy S, almost like a.
Oh yeah,
But it continues on. It's more than an S. It's not. So, but yeah, it's got some interesting shapes. What's the longest answer you
The
see there in
longest
the grid?
answer is like the top left and bottom right corners.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are 9 letters long. So
Okay.
no super long ones.
Yeah.
It does not have a clue dead center.
No.
It has a black dot
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah, it does.
And this one is by Brad Wilbur and Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson, definitely a name I seem to recall having associated with some puzzles in the past. Past puzz.
Yeah, and since we are delving into the archives here to go back to 2012, we might find it's hard for us to recollect the
Particulars?
the particulars of the era. It's been a long time, but maybe we'll just do fine. But we've struggled when it's in the 1990s that we're trying to do a puzzle.
Yeah.
How hard is it now to do it on a Saturday in 2012? I think it's going to be tough.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it might be tough. I think we can, we were definitely paying attention to pop culture and the world back then.
Yeah. Well, these Saturday puzzles don't have a theme as often as like a Thursday. The Thursday puzzle tends to have a thread that runs through the whole thing, and that thread helps you solve.
All right.
If you don't have a thread, it's kind of you're left.
We're
in the
threadbare.
desert. Threadbare.
Barren.
Uh-huh.
We're barren threads. Well, then let's just do one across, David.
It's a great place to start. 9 letters long. One across.
Destination for many a quilter. Destination for many a quilter.
So the quilter is someone who makes quilts.
A bazaar, like a bazaar, maybe, or like a market, or
a show, or like a festival of some kind.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there like Amish country? I know that if you go there, you can see and buy. You can be inspired by quilts that are tremendous.
Sure. I'm sure you could. I know quilters and quilting to be happening at like baby showers and things like that. Seems like sometimes.
My mom, I could say my mom is a quilter. And my aunt, the aunt that listens to this show, Aunt Diane, shout out.
Oh. Last week we had
quilters.
a very, very successful phone a friend executed.
Well, yeah, we called Ryan Schlegel, and he happens to be a Detroit local.
Yeah, and he told us all about the Detroit Red Wings.
And in this case, I guess we could do a call. Let's see if we can build some letters in, because if we're just saying, hey, 9 letters long, destination for many a quilter, it's too hard to give a good answer, I think.
So one down is 6 letters.
Yeah, and the clue there, 0 for 90 degrees.
Like 0 for 90 degrees. It's like left arm or something, or like it's the yeah, I don't know. Well, how about 2 down, 6 letters?
That clue, Massive chargers. Massive chargers. That could be like an animal that charges and is big.
Antelope or
Like
bison
bisons.
or mooses.
Mooses.
Mises.
Bisons. Charging bull. Okay, 3 down again. 6 letters long.
Goldilocks and others.
The Goldilocks.
Burglars.
Blondes.
Blondes.
Blonds. But it would be with an E, right?
You think so? I think
don't
both are. I think both are viable.
Does Goldilocks? Is she like
Yeah, because she has golden hair.
a
so she's
representative blonde? Should we do a
sure.
confirming 22 across blank blank D
Yeah,
if if blondes is right?
Yeah, land on the Arctic Circle, abbreviated. Canada, CND, maybe. Land.
Canada abbreviated CND.
I don't know about it. Let's try 19 across blank blank N blank.
The clue: little sister in Hairspray, and little is in quotes, and Hairspray is in quotes, and I don't know.
Little.
Never
Debbie,
seen it.
Yeah. Nor have I. Nor Efron.
Okay.
15 across?
So far, not looking good. Nothing is looking good. We have a
Or
lot
how
of
about
ink
26
in the puzzle. Let's do
across?
26 across. Blank, blank, S, blank, blank. Now 3 down. We know it's plural, so an S is going to be, we're confident.
Likely, yeah. 26 across. City whose name means eat.
Essen.
Essen.
Yeah, that's a German city.
Okay. Okay. You been there?
Don't know. I don't believe so.
Okay.
But it is a city I've heard of. I think it's like a place where things are manufactured, and it's a big city that a lot of people go and
like
visit.
It gets referenced in crosswords. That's some pretty decent
great letters. E, S, and N
S,
all in one letter right there. Making
Totes.
2 down look pretty nice with the blank, 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 NS. We already looked at the clue.
Yeah, it was the massive chargers.
And bison works.
Bisons?
Bisons.
Bisons. I guess I assume bison would be plural and singular. Bisons.
Well,
But that looks so okay. But one across.
It's weird to
now
have 2
is
double B's
double B.
in the one across. The destination for many a quilter. That,
could be bizarre, bizarre like that, or you think there's no? That's weird. All right, well, we'll come back to it. How about 27 down. E blank blank blank.
That clue: edible red ball.
A lot of edible balls. A lot of edible balls. Readable.
Red balls.
Edible red ball.
So it's singular and it's
Singular.
4 letters long again. E blank blank blank. I
Eat
have
'em.
no idea. Eat 'em. Oh, is that cheese?
Yeah.
It has that red wax.
It has the red wax.
It's a ball.
It's rounded.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I would think it was a wheel, but maybe eat 'em might actually be a ball. So, or at least more ball.
All right. That gives us a D for 31 across. D blank blank.
Yeah. Head or heading, abbreviated. Destination.
DST.
DST. That's kind of.
That's weird.
Head or heading, abbreviated.
Head or heading abbreviated. DES destination?
Yeah, maybe DES. Let's try like 23 down.
We're stretching a little bit.
We'll
23
get
down.
there.
Blank NE blank blank blank.
Assailant without a gun. Like a knifer?
Knifer. So at 31 across is DI blank now. The head or heading. Direction. DIR. Director or
Yeah, like head
direction.
of something. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we got that K now for 23 across, but you're parked here at 35 across. Blank, 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 AF, blank, blank.
Went ballistic. Had a fit.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay.
Where to from here? 40 across? We got
40 across.
Blank, 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 ME, blank, blank, blank.
Honor for an ace.
Some
honor.
medal. Some
For an ace pilot, like a
MEDAL at the end. So
blank,
blank, blank, blank.
merit, maybe.
Merit. Oh, I was going to say medal, Daniel.
Air merit.
Air merit?
I don't know. Just
Air
it
medal.
fits. Air medal? You like medal better than merit, right? That makes sense.
I mean, we don't.
Tin
It
metal.
could be wrong. Tin metal,
Okay,
air
yeah.
metal. No, I have no idea.
Okay, well, let's see if 32 down likes your
Yeah,
D.
let's see if metal that gets vetted out. RID blank blank.
Line item, veto target, often. A rider.
Okay.
Yeah, a rider is like something that they just like put into a contract. It's like there's a standard contract, and then a rider is like a thing that's like, but also kind of like an addendum, or I don't know. Maybe we should look it up and see what a rider.
I think they
is
use those
exactly.
in insurance and like um,
It's-
policies. Insurance policies have riders, right?
Yeah, and it seems like performers have riders in their contract. That's like
Yeah, a blue M&M has to
Blue
be in
M&M,
every, and that's just the story. There is that they're demanding something that is very particular, and if it's accomplished, they can be confident that other critical, particular things have also been accomplished.
is that the point of a rider, or is that
No,
just
that's the
something
point
that
of the
rocks
blue
the blue
M&Ms.
M&Ms? Yes.
Where to now? Are we
Okay.
liking 36, 38 down?
Yeah, I am liking that. TA followed by 6 blanks.
That clue: obsolescent music option.
Tape deck.
Tape deck.
Yeah.
Tape.
Not if you're the Plastic Cherries. They put
right.
out their EP on cassette. Cassette's kind of making a comeback. I think people are realizing that it's like, a physical media that sounds, has a particular sound. People love vinyl.
I think it also has that people talk about being locked into like a record and you have to listen to the whole thing. Kind of it's like that with a cassette tape. Really, you have to, unless you have some contraption that can fast forward to the next track.
Right. There's probably tape players out there that could easily be to be able to detect like tracks or like
I think so. Yeah, these days.
To it. Yeah.
But still, you're fast forwarding, and it's
Yeah.
and if you're using a primitive tape deck, you're not using
you're
one
not.
of those. I don't think.
No. All my tape decks are primitive. So 44 across, REP blank blank.
44 across. The clue: add some stuffing to.
Add some stuffing to repot, repad.
Repad. Add some stuffing to. That seems right.
52 across, RE blank 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 blank.
That clue: keep spinning as yarns.
Repeat.
Repeat. Relate.
Retell.
Retell.
Recount.
Recount.
That doesn't
No,
fit.
that doesn't fit. So 41 down, maybe we could do.
Yeah. LA followed by 5 blanks. 5 blanks.
That clue: in a bit.
in a bit.
In a bit. Yeah.
Uh,
Later on.
Later on.
Okay.
So here we got a connector.
A connection. The puzzle is highlighting.
45 down is selected, and it highlighted with it the tape deck. 38 down.
Yeah. So it refers back to this other clue. So 45 down is D blank 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 blank.
The clue 38 down for 1. A tape deck for 1 is a stereo. Is a
obsolescent music option was the original clue. Tape deck for 1.
but a tape deck could just be an example of anything in this case, because it's just referring to whatever the answer is.
Let's look at 52 across then.
Sure. RET. Oh wait, we did retell maybe.
Oh, retell. Okay, so keeps spinning as yarns. Retell.
Maybe.
And now we have DE for that 45 down. But on to 57 across. DE blank blank.
Band parodied by Weird Al Yankovic's "Dare to Be Stupid." Do you know that song, or what it's parodying?
Is it
Dare-
Devo? I don't know that song,
Maybe.
but Devo looks like it would fit.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any other band.
So then,
But do you know that song, Dare to Be Stupid?
I do not.
Do you know
I
that's
know
the
Weird
Weird Al
Al.
song?
I do know a lot of Weird Al songs, but not
But
that one.
do you have a sense of what song it's even parodying? Okay.
No.
Where
But if the V is right, then the 38 down for one, the tape deck for one becomes DEV blank blank blank.
yeah,
A
device.
device.
It's a device.
It's a device.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a plot device.
Yeah,
Okay.
device, that's a weird word. We could look that up, right?
Yeah, device.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look it up later.
Well,
On.
now we've got 60, 63, and 65 across. They've all got 9 letters long, and
60
and
acro-
we have the
yeah.
first 3 letters of
So
them.
60 across is ERI followed by 6 blanks.
And that clue, the very hungry caterpillar author. Well,
Eric?
boy, Eric Carl. Yeah, and I have.
You have some of those
I have
hungry
that very
caterpillars?
book and others of his in my
Oh.
house right now.
Okay, it was how
I
do you
have
spell
I have
Carl?
one book of him that he signed for me, dear David, and I have a picture of myself as a young boy standing next to him.
Oh,
with the book.
no shit.
Yeah, Eric Carl. And his art is fun, and I'm sure everybody feels this way about it. Maybe it's just because we're sentimental about like our childhood literature. But Eric Carl, real cool artist. And
How
author.
do you spell Carl?
Oh, Carle.
Carle.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing, if people are fans, I recommend is there's an episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the show from PBS, and you can find where Mr. Rogers interviews Eric Carl, and he shows him how to do the art that he does, and like he shows him his process, and I think it's
That's cool.
well worth anyone's time who
Okay.
cares about Eric Carl.
Yeah. I'll check that one out. We can addend that, put a rider in our description.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's put a writer in. And
Yeah.
what should we do now? 53 down, or we referred back to earlier to 63 and 65?
53 down is LOC blank blank.
The clue, an essay concerning human understanding writer. So it's all in quotes, this
Yeah.
an essay concerning human understanding. And so whoever wrote this essay, probably Locke, probably John Locke, I imagine. I don't
yeah,
know
that
the essay,
sounds right.
an essay
Yeah.
concerning human understanding, but that seems like it fits. LOCKE. These
Yeah.
are interesting names. Locke and Carl, extra E's, unspoken
Well, and 63
E's.
and 65 now have interesting starts.
Yeah, they do. 63 across is 9 letters long. Again, the first 4 is COCK.
That spells cock.
It does.
And then there's 5 letters
60
after that.
And then 65 across has the first 4 letters filled in as KNEE.
That spells knee.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah.
Cockney. Maybe there's like a Cockney
that's fun. Yeah,
rhyme
Cockney.
scheme going to
Yeah.
happen
That'd
in
be
this
cool.
puzzle.
So 63 across, the cock blank is triumphantly boastful.
Cocksure.
Cocksure, but
But I would have spelled that
SURE.
different. Yeah, SUR.
Cock doodle doo. Cock.
Triumphantly cock. Oh, yeah. It's well, we don't
Okay.
know, I guess.
Yeah.
What about 65 across, the knee and the 5 blanks?
Yeah. Attire for little Lord Fauntleroy. Knee breeches or something. Knee pants.
It's like
Knee-
knee highs. They're like, I think they're knee highs.
highs?
Is that what they are? Should
Okay.
we confirm that down with 61 down?
Yeah, because we're not confident that H maybe, so
Yeah.
we won't play the true clue game, which is a game
No,
we
we,
play, but
we
maybe
wouldn't
we will
do it if
later.
we're not confident. Yeah.
So C blank H, restrict in a way.
It's probably like cut, right? Knee.
Knee something. Yeah, I don't know.
Cut, restrict. Does that seem right? Cutting
So now
funds
it's
or
cock. Excuse me, not cuck.
cock.
That's a different thing. Cock.
Should we do 50? Let's do
Cock-a-doodle.
58 down, or what do you think, Daniel?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should
no,
build
yeah,
out
yeah.
here, see
Let's
what we
keep
got.
going. Let's keep going. 58 down. Blank A blank blank.
That clue. This is in quotes again. Good one, and that's with an exclamation point.
Good one.
Ha ha.
Nice. Ha ha. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of just an utterance of a kind.
Yeah, indeed.
So we don't have. So knee talls.
knee talls, yeah.
Knee T.
Kaku,
So we have
cock.
K-N-E-E-T-A.
That's got to be like, what else could that be?
Cockadoo.
Maybe it's got to be an S. Yeah, it's like
Oh.
this. Cocksure.
S-H-U-R-E. Cocksure. That's what it is?
Maybe?
So then we have CS. So 61 down. The restrict in a way is CS something.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like that.
No.
What about 58 across?
58 across. H blank blank blank.
That clue. Homeroom response.
Here.
Oh, that's true. That's what they say.
Yeah,
Now we can work on 47, 48, 49 down.
Blank blank ERU blank. Maybe you. Yeah.
The clue, Fairy King.
Fairy King. Something Russ. Cerberus.
Fairy King. Oh.
Something.
Okay. Well,
40
the sure feels weird. These
Will
all
you-
of
shall-
these
shall I-
Rs,
shall I
let's
nix the
I'm just
sure?
worried about the RLR we had there for 48 down. Let's look at what we have now. We have blank blank RL blank blank for 48 down.
Yeah, and that clue, red selection.
Red Merlot.
Nice. Wine.
MERLOT. Okay,
Yeah.
then we have
49
49
down?
down.
Blank blank EE blank blank.
That clue gets in hot water.
Gets in hot water. Like swimming in a hot spring, maybe. Or like bathes. Gets in hot
It's
water.
like steeps, like a
Steep.
tea bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. True clue time with 54 across.
Okay, this is where we have one letter left in an answer. In this case, it's 54 cross blank ET. We don't know what the clue is, but we could guess a clue that might fill this in.
Yeah. The clue could be acquire.
Get.
Yeah.
Tennis call.
Let.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be either of those. And if it is, we'll get points. But the true clue is stack of chips. Sometimes. A set.
A set of chips.
A
A bet.
Yeah, bet.
Have you heard how the kids are using the word bet these days, Daniel?
No.
What the kids are doing?
How are the kids betting?
They're saying like, yeah, it's like an exclamation of a kind that they say when they're speaking in confidence about something. You would say like, you'd say like, we're going to do great on this puzzle today, David, and I'd be like, oh yeah, bet, or
Bet.
something like that.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
No.
Well, it's weird. But I embrace their ways, and I'm trying to learn and understand.
Yeah. Learn from the bet.
Yeah, and then we have 47 down again, I guess now, right? We have
blank BER, blank,
BER.
blank.
Oh, it's Oberon.
Oberon.
He was
yeah.
in like Shakespeare, isn't he? In
Yeah, the night. What's that one?
the dream? Much
Ado About Dreaming.
No, it's
The
one that has Oberon in it.
Yeah, it's in the garden. It's in the forest. Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, like tonight is Midsummer.
Oh,
Pretty
right.
much. Right.
And that movie Midsummer is Midsummer.
Midsommar.
Oh, that's
Midsommar.
an intense movie.
It is an intense movie. That's a good movie. I like.
Are we
that
supposed to
movie.
think of it during this time? That's like we're supposed to all get together and watch that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what that means. And then to reenact it. So I think cock whoop is triumphantly boastful. Cock whoop or cock.
Yeah. Well, right now we have COCK blank.
Yeah,
HOOP.
knee, and this has got to be knee pants.
Cock blank hoop.
So
Knee pants.
restrict in a way is to cap.
Cap. Cock a hoop.
Cock-a-hoop. Oh my God. What a great word.
Cock a hoop. Triumphantly boastful. Cock a hoop. We're gonna have to look it up.
We're gonna. That's gonna be.
Maybe this is just a word that people used to use back in the 2012s.
Yeah, you'd think they'd clue it a little more antiquated,
Yeah,
expression or something. Maybe.
like maybe this is what a poet would say or something.
Mhm.
Okay, onward and upward. I suppose we have now. We've basically solved the bottom
leftward.
right, and we have to kind of move over to 35, 36, 37 down.
I would like to hit 46.
46 across. I see what you got going on with the blank blank OMS.
Is imminent.
Is looms. LOOMS. That's fun.
And that makes
Loom.
29 down. Blank 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 LL.
That clue. Rice served after him. Rice
Rice.
served. It's
Condoleezza
a person. Oh, Condoleezza Rice
was
served after
Secretary
him.
of State. After who was George Bush's or
Ooh,
previous?
this is a good test.
Oh, Powell Colin.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Great
See,
work.
I know my and this is even in 2012 that was already a little bit well, they're referencing something that was like 4 years ago prior. So,
Yeah, it seems like just a different. It seems like real history at that point. At this point, looking
Ancient.
back at
Yeah.
what we're looking at now.
Yeah, we were cock-a-hooping it up.
Caca hoop. What did you think? 42 across blank E blank.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother guy.
Ted.
Have you
The
met
guy's
Ted?
name is Ted. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you
Yeah.
watch that show? I didn't watch.
That feels like a very dated reference now too.
Yeah. Were we ever so?
It
innocent
doesn't
that we
seem
just
like
watched that
like a show. It's like where we're still cluing Cheers and maybe
The Office.
The Office, probably lots of shows, but it feels like you're probably not going to see a lot of references to How I Met Your Mother.
Is it because of
today's
it was on the air when that clue came up in 2012, right?
Yes,
it was. But it's now ended, and I think it kind of. I never watched. I mean, I've seen a few episodes, and I have nothing against it, but I never was really into it. But I think my sense was when it ended, people were like, "No, the ending was not sad." Like,
well, it's hard. It's hard to do like a great satisfying ending to a show that lasts that long.
And I'd say it's
Any
hard
show.
for any show that has any duration beyond one season to stick a landing. I think most shows don't stick their landing.
Let's show number one that stuck the landing.
Oh, the one that did stick the landing.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought The Wire was perfect, so I think The Wire stuck its landing.
I don't know. I feel like the final season of The Wire, I feel like they're all kind of like they connect, but they don't feel like there's like a series arc hugely. Maybe there is. If anything, it's maybe just cynical because it feels like new people come in to take the place of the old, and the system doesn't really change. So, I don't know. We could talk about this more.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I definitely have watched it all the way through twice. I might be ripe for another viewing.
Oh,
It's certainly a viewing pleasure.
Have you gone on to see
Battlestar
anything else?
Galactica? They might have stuck the landing.
Oh, they stuck the landing. Okay, sure.
Probably not. Probably not for a lot of people.
I think that just so many disappointments stand out. So many great shows for the duration of the shows are great, and then the disappointment is what you're left with, and you're like the taste ruins the whole thing. It's like shows just shouldn't end. They should just like those old Elton John songs where they just like turn down the volume at the end of the song. Like you get the sense that the song just if you had left the volume going, it would just kept on going forever.
I mean, other shows that didn't get to finish and as such sort of remained Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like because they never really
shows that don't get that's true. Then they have like a legend with I think The Sopranos did an interesting thing by kind of not ending.
No, they stuck the landing.
Okay. Well, I actually never finished that show either.
Oh, okay.
But I know I just am aware how it ended.
All right. Well, we look to be about halfway through the puzzle, and we're coming up on halfway through our time. So I think we're doing all right. But let's return.
Mosey onward. I think you were looking at 39 across earlier. What we have there is blank blank WN blank blank blank.
Yeah, and that clue, inexperience. low something or down, inexperience. How about 33 across blank 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 OU? Oh, also I filled in 34 down. Command to return to a former state. Undo.
Command to return to undo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Command Z.
Control Z
Control Z.
or Command Z.
Don't be so Control Z. Command Z. 33 across blank 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 OU blank blank blank.
That clue, way out.
Well, that could be like an exit.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, something that's like way out there, way out, just far afield, crazy. Nothing.
Yeah, out is like, it's weird because OU is right there in the middle, and it
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be the word out, but of course it's not going to. Oh, so on to what, 28 across there, blank,
Yeah.
blank, 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 P.
Absorb. Like
Lap up or
lap up,
sop up,
sop up,
something up. It could be
something up,
something else.
It could be.
Yeah.
Let's try 24 down blank U if the up is probably right. Blank blank T.
Bit of old European money.
Well, francs and what do the Italians
marks.
use?
Lira, mark. Yeah.
uh,
Do they have like a
Cubit?
Cupid? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know that.
We could do here. We have like 8 and 9 down. We could do 23 across at last. K followed by
At
5
last.
blanks.
Okay, the clue there is Nobelist block or Lorenz.
Okay. Do you know?
No, I don't know from my Nobelists.
Caleb's.
Caleb's? But it's or.
Or. Sorry.
Singular name
Yeah.
then. Okay,
So-
how about 7 down? Blank, blank. Let's just say 5 blanks and then an S.
And the clue,
Stop is right.
parts of galvanic cells.
Who's
very
our
difficult.
scientist? We gonna phone a friend for this?
Yeah, I don't know that one. What about 8 down? It's got 5 blanks, then O, then blank.
Off.
Off.
Off. Away from work. Off. I'm off.
Oh.
Or I'm off. Or off like kill someone, like murder.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, 9 down, 5 blanks, then P blank blank.
That clue, option for printing archival copies.
Printing. No option for printing archival copies.
Oh, okay, we got. Sorry, I said from the chat thread here. We have Sam Garfield saying to us that 7
Anodes?
down, a good answer for 7 down. Anodes, parts of galvanic
Producer
cells.
Sam, how confident are you in anodes on a scale of 1 to 5?
Galvanic cells must be parts of batteries,
Yeah.
and parts of them are anodes. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, 7A anodes. Okay, well, all right, cool. Let's go with the anodes for now.
Let's build from that. What, 20 across? Blank D, blank blank.
Backpacker's bag full.
Eat 'em.
Items, eat them. Yeah. On a
Again,
cheese hike.
backpacker's bag full.
Uh,
Odds and ends. Odds and
Odds?
ends, but lots of odds.
think so? You think so? Maybe it's more like a trail mix or something. Or like a backpack, or what else do you what else do you have in your backpack? A sleeping bag. Okay.
Maps.
Come back to that.
Okay, let's come back to that. We have
15 across. 49ers song.
blank IL blank 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 N blank blank.
49ers song. What were they singing? Like
I've been working on the
road.
rail. Not that song. No, but something like
something in
that.
that
It's like,
era. Yeah, old timey.
We should know that, right?
Yeah,
49ers
should
song.
we? Should we? I mean, you are from Northern California.
That's true. That's where it took place.
Uh-huh.
That was like 4th grade education that we were getting taught, that kind of thing. 17 across. How about that? Blank SO blank 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 O blank blank.
Yeah, that clue. War with little or no active warfare. Cold War?
It seems like it would be a Cold War, but are they saying like the name of a specific war
Could be. It could be a
or
specific.
the general concept? Because
Yeah.
Cold War with little or so it's like, but it's even colder than a Cold War almost.
It's
little
kind
or
of
no
weird, the
active
start of this blank SO. So it's like it's got to be a
war.
vowel.
A vowel, which makes
Iso, isometric,
isotropic. No,
uh,
isolated. Well, should we just do 4, 5, 6 down just for fun?
yeah, 4 down, 4 letters.
The clue napkin. With a
Should
space.
that have a question mark?
Nap space kin.
So something
Nap-
that's like a nap.
Kin.
Napkin. Nap like you sleep.
Rest.
Yeah.
Or but that
Rest.
that's okay. Well, maybe we could do 5 down.
Yeah, blank, blank, blank.
How could you? In quotes.
Yeah, with a question mark and an exclamation mark. How
That-
could you?
How do you? What's the answer to that, Daniel?
Tisk.
Tisk.
That doesn't even quite strong enough. How
That
could
doesn't
you?
feel strong enough.
How could you? Shame. Fa.
Fa. Fum.
Yeah. Ba. 6 down is 5 letters. That clue?
That clue. Red River City.
You know any Red River cities?
Red River. Don't know any Red Rivers. Is there
Yeah.
like is there a river in Russia that's the Red River?
Could be Red River in Colorado or Arizona or something. Through Utah. Heck.
They have
All
a
right,
Green
well-
River, I know. So if they were to run in through each other, that would make
How about we go down to the old 35 down.
the old
H.
trusty 35 down. H followed by 7 blanks.
Yeah, 1 may supply boaters.
Boaters. 1 may supply boaters. So a harbor.
Wind.
Headwind.
think?
Supply boaters. Okay.
Sailors,
Sailboaters.
sailors maybe.
Head sail.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's 43 across and see
We
if
did.
that
Okay, 43 cards. A blank blank.
skipper's syllable. I
Skipper.
a skipper of a boat. Or
Okay,
something like that.
Okay. R.
R.
Okay, so 50 across it then.
Yeah.
D blank blank blank. I don't know about this.
Oh yeah. Persian language.
That's weird.
Yeah, not Farsi. Persian language. I don't know.
D
I don't
blank
know.
blank blank.
Hmm.
Should we look? We didn't look at 36 and 37
yeah,
down.
Yeah. Let's do that. 36 down. A blank Y followed by 5 blanks.
That clue. Pet kept by Wilson, Harding, and Coolidge. Anteater.
You think it's an anteater?
I do.
Oh,
That makes
wow.
I wrong.
Oh, sure does.
Alligator doesn't fit.
What a funny pet to have. Do you know much about it? How did you seem so confident in it? Is there
I've seen-
confidence? You see pictures
I don't
of
remember. I couldn't have said
pet
that any
anteaters?
of these 4 or 3 people had anteaters, but I've seen pictures of people like with anteaters, like old pictures of randos with anteaters as pets. And
I mean,
it fits.
if you got a lot of ants,
The only reason I said anteater really is because it fits. It fits in the squares. So now from there, should we do what 37 down? D blank E. Wait, do we like that E
let's
at all?
get some of these crosses and see if we're confident in headwind and anteater.
Timberthrax in the comment thread says that 3 presidents couldn't have had anteaters. Surely we would have heard about that. So
Yeah. Well,
okay. So you're saying what before we do 37 down? But you're not taking out the E in.
I don't feel
from
confident in headwind necessarily,
Uh-huh.
and so I want to test out headwind and anteater.
Okay. So then we have WA blank 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 for 55 across.
Ticket specification. Be like aisle or window or balcony. Ticket specification.
Time, date, 59 across.
IT blank blank blank.
That clue, report in the funny papers.
report in the funny papers. I don't know,
No,
David.
it's
Okay,
pretty
62
tricky.
across. 62 across. Any blank blank blank.
The clue: expedite some union business.
Elope, probably.
Okay, so we got to get rid of everything.
Do you like that?
We don't. Yeah, sure. Elope sounds great. It's true. It does sound like it's the right answer. So
Yeah, I don't feel confident in that either.
okay. What about 56 down? So so Timberthrax had it right about anteaters and presidents. There weren't 3 presidents with anteaters.
Well, so yeah, there ought to be. Thanks, Obama. 56 down. Blank blank E blank. The clue: too cute in Cambridge. Too cute in Cambridge. Twee, maybe. I think twee is like stuff that's like super super cute.
And that's a British thing, twee?
I think so.
Okay, too
Yeah,
cute.
I know
in
it is a
Cambridge.
British thing.
Okay. Then 59 across now with the W there. It's blank 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 W.
Report in the funny papers.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so then let's do 51 down. We like that P, and we'd like elope. So 51 down. Blank 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 P blank.
Geometry calculation. Well, you got your sine,
Slopes.
cosine. Oh yeah, like a slope.
Is that?
Yeah,
Is that
yep, I like it.
okay.
64 across. Blank blank blank, E.
Racket raising Richards. Oh, it's a tennis clue.
Yeah, that's who are the two or no wait,
The
am I
Williams
thinking
sisters?
the Williams? That's
Yeah.
Williams. No, that's Rich
And
because
their
that's
dad's
King
name is
Richard.
Richard. Yeah.
Okay, so who is a Richards?
Well, it's I'll
David?
tell you, it's Renee Richards.
Oh, okay.
Renee Richards is an interesting figure in tennis history, but probably stands out for her pioneer role. I think she played in the 80s, and she was a transgender athlete. Controversial figure. They made a movie about her. I think. Who played her in it? But
We'll look it up.
yeah, Vanessa Redgrave, I think, or one of the Redgrave family.
Okay.
Anyway, Renee Richards, a tennis player, raised the racket and
Indeed.
played tennis.
Okay.
As a pioneer in that area, in that fun.
Terrific. Renee
What now?
Richards.
59 across?
Yeah, again, that's the funny papers one. Report in the funny papers. Blank OW. The 55 again. Ticket specification. Blank LT.
Huh.
Ticket specification. That's pretty much got to be a vowel there, right?
Yeah, right there.
Exalt. Alt. Ilt. Alt.
Adult.
The adult versus kid.
Because
Kids
looking
buy
at
different
37
tickets.
across, it looks like the word upon is filling itself in there at the bottom of 37 down. Sorry, 37 down. A D blank 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 U blank ON.
Mm-hmm.
So something upon is
Tap.
the answer, and the
Tap
clue is tap.
is the clue. Dance upon. Tap. Dust upon.
Tap, like drum upon. Or
Draw
something.
upon.
Drum. Oh, tap. Draw upon.
Draw.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50 across now. Blank WS. Persian language.
Muse. A Persian cat. Muse. So
Oh, okay.
we have
Kapow is a report
Report
of
in the
like
funny
like the
papers.
sound of
Like a
a
sound.
report of a gun.
Okay, got it. Kapow. Yeah, okay, so K blank KAPOW. So blank. So for 35 down now, I think I know the answer. That's haymaker. One may supply boaters.
But what is that?
No, that's not
Haymaker's
haymaker.
like it's not haymaker.
No, I don't know. For now, I'm doubting it because it looks like it would be H blank blank maker. But now I'm air metal. We
Air
thought it
metal.
might have been air metal, so that fits.
Mhm.
And then AI blank EDALE is the 36 down. The one that I thought was going to be an anteater.
Yeah.
Pet kept by Wilson Harding and Coolidge. Airedale. So 43 across
Airedale,
again is
what
Y
is-
blank A. Skipper's syllable. Yay.
Yay, but
That's weird,
What is
right?
an Adale?
Yo.
Huh. Is haymaker for sure right, or could it be one may supply boaters? Hat maker.
Oh, hat maker.
No, I'm just saying that. I don't know if that's right. Do you think that's right?
Skipper's syllable.
Syllable.
It,
Uh,
what could the 36 down be? Pet kept by.
Okay. Well,
Indale, ABC.
let's come back to it. Let's just put it on hold. We only got 15 minutes left, so we
don't have a
gotta
lot of time.
peruse like Tom.
On to perhaps just the top right hand corner, or
Yeah, just let's review these one across. Destination for many a quilter. Blank BB, blank 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 A, blank blank. Oh,
no.
okay. But maybe okay, let's do the top right corner and see if we can get down there then.
Yeah. It's
10
just all
across.
5 blanks there, 10 across.
One with a supporting role.
Yeah, that's a pun.
ROLE.
Yeah.
One with a
So-
supporting role.
Who knows what that's going to be? What about 10 down, 4 blanks?
That clue is it's hardly a trend.
It's hardly a trend.
Fad or
And it's not a pun, so there's just a
no.
straightforward.
Yeah.
It's hardly a trend, so it's just something that's a quick, like a
Yeah.
fad. I think fad's the right
phase.
phase. Too long.
Doesn't fit.
Okay, what now?
16
16 across with 5
Five
blanks.
blanks. Fresh,
Fresh.
tasty, fresh, new, fresh,
Sassy.
sassy.
something like
Get sassy,
that?
get fresh.
Or 18 across.
18 across, 5 blanks.
The clue: river from the Graian Alps. Graian.
Graian Alps. I do not know
Don't know.
that.
Okay, what about 21 across? 5 blanks.
5 blanks. Pirate's shoulder, stereotypically. Like a bird perch or like a
A
parrot?
perch.
A
Yeah, we
perch?
have like
yeah, okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Now we have some letters to work with. Some
Yeah,
ink
we
in the
do. We
grid there.
do. What if we just see 25 across? See if we
Let's
know
4
that.
letters long.
French town fortified by Charlemagne.
Don't know.
Nice, maybe, or
Okay.
something? Does that spell nice like nice?
That's how you do it.
I don't know. 30 across,
30
3 blanks.
A carrier whose theme is Rhapsody in Blue, abbreviated. Carrier, so that's like an airline.
Yeah.
And
Delta.
Rhapsody in Blue.
DEL. They do have blue, but I don't know.
It does seem weird. Like most airlines that are abbreviated, it's like TWA or.
All right, well
I
let's
don't know what
let's look at some of these downs and see if we like perch and nice.
Okay, 12 down is blank 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 RI blank blank blank.
Opening.
Opening.
Orifice.
Oh,
But that doesn't fit.
opening. Or like the first day of a store.
Yeah,
is they're having
grand
a grand opening.
premiere.
Oh, okay. We don't.
Yeah.
So nothing confirming perch or niece yet. What about 13 down? Blank 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 CC blank blank blank.
Revival meeting. There's a lot of puns in this one.
Yeah,
a lot
lots
of
puns.
lots of question
from
marks.
2012. Then what about 14 down? Perhaps blank 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 HE blank blank blank.
That clue: Halloween costume parts.
It's gonna end in an S. We have to imagine.
Probably
Halloween
costume parts. Where you got your head parts, masks.
heads. Yeah, so something heads or
You think heads?
well, let's do 30 across blank blank blank.
That clue we already saw.
Oh, we did. We did the carrier whose theme
Carrier.
is Rhapsody in Blue.
Mhm.
Okay. What should we remind ourselves about 39 across? Make sure that is plural. That can
Blank blank WN blank blank blank. Maybe
the
yes.
clue is inexperience, newness.
New inexperience, newness. Okay, great. 24 down again. A bit of old European money. Blank U blank ET.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like a rupet. Nupet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, 12 down, our opening. 13 down is revival meeting, but with a question mark. Revival meeting.
Yeah, revival meeting.
Revival meeting. Sequel. Revival. It's hardly a trend. Blank, 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 P.
Oh, okay.
It's
Blank,
hardly
blank,
a
blank,
trend.
P. It's a wisp. It's
It's a peep.
a flip. It's a flap. It's a
It's
P.
a
It's a
okay.
it's a it's a frip. It's a frip. Frip.
It's a rip. 11 down. Did we see that? Stops lying. Comes
Stops.
clean. Blank, 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 en. Sorry. The clue is
Stops
stops
lying.
lying. And I just thought of clean, but that doesn't.
That doesn't fit. But well, what?
Blank, 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 en.
So it has to end in an S, really. So Nice doesn't look so good.
Yeah, maybe it was just a stab in the dark, really.
But right, it could be rises. Like could be like stop lying, like lying down.
Stops lying, rises. It could be that. Okay, so then our one with a supporting role. Maybe that could be like a buttress kind of thing, like an actual supporter. Let's see. Timberthrax said venue. What is that?
That was
across?
for earlier. I don't think that was for
okay.
55 across. Where we got adult.
Okay.
That was from a while back, though. Yeah.
And fresh and River from the Green Alps. Do we need to phone a friend?
Yeah.
Let's find our
hardly a
most
trend.
phoneable thing. Okay, so there's 0 for 90 degrees.
Yeah, let's think about that one. We have more letters than we had last time.
Yeah. 0 for 90 degrees.
We don't know that the I is even right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, 19 across. Blank. O-N blank.
Little sister in Hairspray. Little Tony. Little.
Yeah.
Little
Tony.
See, maybe I could think of someone who would know that, but it feels. I don't
probably
feel good about bisons, though. I still feel like Canada is probably wrong. I maybe feel like. Blondes.
Okay.
I don't even know about blondes.
All right. Well.
Goldilocks and others. Goldilocks and others.
Trespassers.
Yeah, like a.
Yeah. 5 down. How could you? 3 letters.
How do you spell like a gasp or like a?
How could you?
Tisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, tisk, I guess.
I don't know about it. Tisk. It's so weak. Okay, 9 down. Our option for printing archival copies is blank, 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 P blank, N. If SOP is good, which it looks all right. Print option for printing archival copies. Spun pen. Open.
Archival, open. Yeah. Stapled. Stapled. Or no, but the N feels good, right? Newness we like.
Yeah, newness I like. Tough one.
This is a tough puzzle.
Yeah, it's Saturdays.
Land on the Arctic Circle. What about if you put can?
Okay.
If we don't have blondes there.
Then Goldilocks and others are blank, 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 NS.
Yeah.
What else is she? She's a fairy tale. She's a folk tale. Goldilocks and others. I don't know. 0 for 90 degrees. Massive chargers. Something AS then.
What
4
about
letters.
Teslas?
You think so? Because they charge.
In July of 2012. Yeah.
Massive chargers. I don't know.
Little sister in Hairspray. Little. And then 17 across again. Should we revisit 17 and 15?
War with little or no active warfare.
Oh, gosh.
49ers song.
What about Someone's in the Kitchen with Dinah? Is that a 49er song?
Old Dinah, something like that.
Right.
Destination for many a quilter.
So let's say it's like a yarn fair or something fair there. And that's FAIR. What
Okay.
about that? If it's 6 down Red
Sure.
River City, that's Fresno. No, that
No.
doesn't fit. Okay, an 8 down off.
I followed by 5 blanks. O blank. Off. Off. In something.
That's so different. That's so
Yeah.
vague. Option for printing archival copies.
Rarer pen. Rescan. Man, we are coming up short.
One with
10
supporting-
across. One with supporting roll.
It's like
16 across. Fresh.
a crutch. No, that doesn't fit.
Hmm.
One with the supporting roll.
River from the Gryan Alps. The Seine, the Rhone, the Rhine,
Where do you think Graia? Like,
well, the
what
Alps
part
are
of the world?
yeah, I don't know, Italy or like,
But then wouldn't it say the Swiss Alps?
yeah, I don't know.
If it were, or Italy, the Italian Alps. Is it the?
Mhm.
Wouldn't it say the Italian Alps? Perch. Oh,
French town starting with an S.
opening. Yeah, Frenchtown starting with an S.
Hmm.
This is humbling, going back in
Sure.
time like this. We
Yeah,
can't just
well, it's
hop in
probably
on a
more just
Saturday.
doing a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturdays are hard.
Yeah. Carrier whose theme is Rhapsody in Blue, abbreviated. Well, if it's
Delta, DEL.
DEL,
Yeah, sop up even feels like absorb. Sop up, is that?
yeah. Well, anodes, we got
Yeah,
pretty happy there.
absorb,
Way
sponge. Yeah.
out.
Way out.
Denouement.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Opening. Revival meeting. Halloween costume parts. Man, I don't think we've ever had so many unanswered, unfilled in squares. I feel like we're gonna have to. I don't want to just like
Just bail on it.
bail, but can
We have to.
should we just fill one big one in and when we get to our time? And I don't know if I even have any skipper syllable.
That is such a weird corner too. If we could figure out this bottom left-hand corner, I would feel a little bit less irritated
Yeah.
about this puzzle.
One may supply boaters. Haymaker.
But no, that's a punch, right? A punch,
a punch. Yeah,
like a
but
really
what else could
strong
it be?
haymaker. Punch is called a haymaker, so that doesn't make sense. Boaters, a hat maker might need to give hats to people who go out on the boat, right?
Yeah, ham maker. What else could it be? Hap maker. That's it.
I guess I was also wondering about air metal. Could it be war metal?
Sure, but then you're like HW and
Yeah,
AA.
35 went ballistic.
Had a fit, went ballistic. Could it be anything else? Draws upon looks good. So
Yeah, did a fit. Hat maker. Okay, wait.
air metal sounds right.
Okay, air metal then.
Ace
Okay,
pilot, yeah.
Ale. What letter could you put in 36 down? Pet kept. So it's some sort. Like there's a Clydesdale, right? You've heard of a Clydesdale? That's a type
Yeah.
of horse. That
Could
has
there
the
be-
DALE at the end?
Yeah, pet Clydesdale.
But
Air-
Clydesdale wouldn't fit here. But if there's some if Dale, it's a kind of a. It kind of makes you think it'll be an L or an R. Airedale. Airedale.
Then a skipper's
And then
syllable.
Tra.
Hat maker. All right. Should we just check the puzzle at this point? We've got 90 seconds left. But
Yeah.
I feel pretty defeated by.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting anywhere with it.
Okay.
No active warfare.
Help. Let's check the puzzle. Oh, look at that. Some missed dates.
Yeah, newness is
Newness
wrong.
and anode.
Canada was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Del,
Delta. So
delta, and newness. Okay, well then we could try some of our other things here and see if
right.
those
Yeah,
are
we
right.
could. The fair. It's fun that
Bisons.
fun is
Fair
it's
is
fun
right,
that
yeah.
fair is right. Yeah. Let's see about blondes being right.
Blondes.
And then India,
Those are
maybe 22. Land on the Arctic Circle. No. What?
no, 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 no.
Arctic land on the Arctic Circle. Could be like
Abbreviated. Netherlands
abbreviated.
or
No, well,
Greenland.
Iceland, Greenland, Russia,
Okay,
Finland.
check
Or
puzzle. Nope.
okay, yeah, blondes. I
No.
didn't feel good about that. It
Yeah.
makes me feel good that it's not right. What? So,
So
but
what kind of fair? What other kinds of fair? Renaissance fair. Destination for many a quilter. Craft
craft
fair.
fair. That's great. That is what
Okay.
it is. Now let's look at one down. 0 for 90 degrees.
Corner. Don't know. Massive chargers. Rotors. Goldilocks and others. A followed by 5 blanks. Well, 4 blanks and an S. Goldilocks and others.
It's kind of used as adages. It like Goldilocks.
No, that doesn't. Yeah, it would be like Goldilocks in quotes as a story or something like that. Okay, well, we're past the hour. Do you want to? Let's just check craft fair and see if that's right. It is. Look at that.
And your tisk, you could put tisk in it, but that's right.
Probably. And maybe Caleb, Nobelist.
No, it's not right.
So we just reveal
Yeah,
this buzz?
reveal everything. Let's see what's going
Okay.
on with this old puzzle from 2012.
Okay. Congratulations. You finished. Did we? Whew.
Okay, Sitzkrieg. Okay, I'd never heard that before. Oh, Susanna. Oh, Susanna. won't you
Yeah. Coulda,
be
shoulda, woulda there.
That coulda got
Norway, NOR for our land.
Norway.
Little sister in Hairspray, Inez, little Inez.
Uh-huh.
So 0 for 90 degrees, cosine. Should have got that.
We just got a comment from someone named Maisie saying Aesop's. So somehow
Is
I'm
that
trying
in
to look-
there
I'm trying
somewhere?
to look for Aesop's.
2 down was massive chargers, rhinos. Okay.
Rhinos, of course.
Goldilocks and others.
Asters. A flower. It's a flower.
Oh, okay. We'll look that
Of
up.
course.
Napkin. Fuzz.
Fuzz, like nap.
Nappy. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like just an adjective, not a nap.
right.
Tisk.
Well, actually, nap is a noun.
Okay.
And fuzz is a noun, but nappy or fuzzy then would be
Gotcha. Yeah, nappy fuzzy.
adjectives.
Red River City. Fargo.
Bargo. Oh gosh, I was actually trying to remember the name. I thought, oh, that F word movie name, and then
Yeah.
we went on anions,
Anions.
parts of galvanic cells, anions.
Okay.
In error off. That's what we were.
Yeah. Very. Okay. Conrad with a K.
Great, good to know.
Okay.
Conrad Block and
Yeah. Gorp
Conrad
is the backpacker's bag
Backpackers
full.
Bagful. I've heard of that, but we had letters throwing us off from
Yeah. Well, and Gorp
anodes.
Gorp is like it's like a thing you eat.
trail. It's like a trail
basically
mix.
trail
it's,
mix,
it's,
yeah.
it's like raisins and peanuts
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Then you have 9 down rag paper. I've never seen that before. That's that option for printing archival copies. We're learning lots.
Indeed.
Then there's Sitzkrieg again. Like instead of a Blitzkrieg, it's a Sitzkrieg.
Sitzkrieg. Yeah.
Then,
Not to be confused with Schitt's Creek, which wasn't even out at this point. So.
No, right. Not at all.
Okay, then 10 across our one with a supporting roll.
a
It was
brace.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cute. 16 across the fresh lippy, kind of like sassy.
Yeah.
Hardly a trend. Blip.
A blip. We should have got that. I mean, we were making nonsense sounds, and we should
Yeah.
eventually got around to blip.
So, river from the Graian Alps, Isere, Isere.
Isere. Maybe
Which
that
is
is
good. St. Louis, French town fortified by Charlemagne. Oh, I don't know. Saint
STLO.
STLO. Is that a town just called Stlo?
Slow. It's probably abbreviated somehow.
But it wouldn't they mention it?
I think they should.
UAL, United
Airlines.
Airlines. Rhapsody
UAL
in Blue.
carrier whose theme is Rhapsody in Blue. Okay, then
Way out.
recourse. Of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Inexperience. Rawness.
Inexperience. Okay, we could have got that
Opening.
too.
Aperture actually occurred to me, but I was thrown off by all those other things in there.
Yeah, we had conflicting letters.
Revival meeting.
CPR class. Oh, makes sense.
Nice.
And then
If
14
a bit. Also, outdated at this point. They don't really teach CPR anymore, do they?
What?
Don't
They
they?
don't?
Or maybe they do teach CPR. They don't do like nobody does mouth to mouth anymore. I think
Oh, I didn't know that.
they're just preaching compressions.
Okay.
I think, pretty sure. And then Halloween costume parts. Eye holes.
Eye holes. That's a
Yeah.
terrible. That is true, but it's almost like eye holes are the absence of a part.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not a part. Well, did we talk about all the clues? Ducat. That's the other.
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
Ducat.
currency
Yeah, yep, the currency.
from
and
wherever the hell that
yeah.
was a currency. Where do you think that was?
I don't know. Let's just
There's a lot
let's
to look up.
There's
We're
a
at-
lot to look up. I mean, Susanna is fine. Inez, Gorp. Let's just look up a few. Okay. Here we go. Fresh etymology. Let's get Gorpin.
Let's
That's
get
probably just a
Frosh.
brand name, right?
Gorp to pierce. So that's gore.
Yeah.
Gorp isn't even in Edom Online.
No. Gorp.
You look it up and there's recipes with pretzels and stuff and cereal. And why do they call it Gorp? From REI, the origins of Gorp.
Where did this snack come from? You'd be hard pressed to find a hiker who isn't familiar with Gorp. Oh, even if they don't know by that name. Okay, simply trail mix. Staple. Where did it come from? Turns out it's a tricky question to answer. Today we treat Gorp like an acronym, spelling it with capital letters. There are two primary camps, one arguing for good old raisins and peanuts, and the other granola oats, raisins, and peanuts.
I did say raisins and peanuts when I was describing it, so I think I was nuts
But a
on.
1913 reference in the Oxford English Dictionary defines the word gorp as a verb meaning to eat greedily, which sounds pretty appropriate. If gorp begat gorp, then that means good old raisins and peanuts is actually a backronym, an invention of well-meaning gorp lovers trying to give meaning to an already existing word. Oh, okay. Well, gorp lovers. Oh man, that looks
With
tasty.
pictures and everything. REI has a great post here on it.
Great blog post. Okay, well then let's look up.
What about Ducat and
let's
Saint
Ducat.
Lo? And it would look at, eventually we're going to have to get a map out to look about where Ducat was, and then we'll look up at Saint Lo and Isere River.
Yeah, so a ducat is the name of various silver or gold coins in use in several European countries, late 14th century, from Old French ducat, Italian ducato, medieval Latin ducatus. Coin, originally duchy,
Oh, okay.
from dux, generative ducus, duke, from Proto-Indo-European duke, to lead. So...
Kind of like Doge, the Doge coin, I think they kind of made the name
play
up.
on that because
but
the
it's a play
Doge is
on
like a docent or something, or is that
A
different?
Duke. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's kind of a Planet Duke thing. I don't, but
Okay.
yeah, but Ducat also kind of sounds like that, the sound people make when they're making like drum sounds with their mouths,
Ducat.
Like,
You're saying
Ducat.
Ducat.
It's like a
Oh yeah,
like
a little beatboxing.
sounds
Percussive.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. And it was
Uh,
also had an emperor, or had a duke on it, the Duke of Apulia, who first issued the coins, so they called him Duke after him. Duke.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what else now?
Well, we could get a map out and take a look and see what where the River Isère is,
Let's look at maps. Open maps.
and then
Isère.
the Gaian Alps is going to be
Yeah,
nearby.
let's
We
see
have to
if we
imagine.
can Gaian Alps. Apple Maps coming up short.
Wow.
Let's go
What
back
about Google
here.
Maps?
Yeah. Gaian Alps. Grian
Grian.
Alps.
That's right. It
There,
was
excuse
Grian.
me.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Grian Alps.
So maybe Apple Maps would have been fine.
Let's see. Grian Alps. Search nearby. Mountain
Wow,
range.
okay, mountain range. So that's. Have you sensed where it is? Is it in the Andes?
Can you
Valsa
just move this thing out
Varenche,
here?
Eid. It's.
See what this river is. No?
I'm not seeing a title. Come on, Apple Maps.
All right, let's
Zoom
go
out
back
just
here.
a little bit. I guess I'm curious where you are in the. Oh, France. Okay.
So the Isère River is river in Auvergne Alps, southeastern France. The Grian Alps of Savoie.
Okay.
Great. Okay, what else, David?
Well, could you look up while you have that map? Could you look up Saint Lo or STLO,
Sure,
a
yes.
French city?
Salo,
Oh,
France.
Saint
Saint Lo.
Lo.
Interesting.
But I guess it's probably like an official spelling of the city is to do it
Must be, yeah.
STLO. Okay, so it's up in north. Oh, it's kind of in northwestern France.
Yeah, just like directly west of Paris, almost to the coast. There.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nifty. Looks like a cute little town from some pictures here. Got its old aqueducts and things, or I don't know, city walls.
It looks like it's probably not far from Mont Saint Michel, that like tidal island.
Is that where the Count of Monte Cristo was?
Maybe.
Imprisoned or something?
Which kind of Monte Cristo? The one with Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mont Saint Michel. Look it up.
Mont Saint Michel.
Yeah. It's a.
Am I spelling it probably wrong?
Oh, maybe Sant. Or. There it is. Oh,
Yeah.
see, look where is it? How far away is it from? Where we were just
From
looking. It's
Saint Lo, not
it's like-
far. Where was Saint Lo? Where's
Okay.
Paris?
Okay. Zoom in a little bit. It's closer. Yeah. It's
It's up above it there.
There it is, Saint Lo.
yeah.
Okay. So okay. I see it
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
There's Saint Lo. There's Le Mont Saint Michel.
Does that when you look at that picture, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
From,
yeah.
Oh.
Did
Did they have a sword fight right there?
I think so.
Okay. And that was
Okay.
like the Count of. like, not
Maybe
the
I don't
Count
know.
of
Maybe
Monte
I'm mixing it
Cristo.
up. I think he goes to prison on an island, doesn't he? But that's
Yeah.
not. That's like a palace.
That's
So.
like a. It's a.
City.
It's like a city almost. Yeah. It's a. It's like surrounding a convent or a monastery or something.
All right, Sitzkrieg.
But it's. Sitzkrieg. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Static
1940.
warfare.
Oh, excuse me. Sitzkrieg. Static warfare such as prevailed in Europe in the winter of 1930 to 40. Royal Air Force coinage of analogy of blitzkrieg from German sitz, sitting from sitzen to sit. Okay.
That's fun. You know the. Do you know much skiing? Have you ever heard of I know some skiers and they have a word for the mark your butt leaves when you get up out of the snow behind you.
I do not know this. What is this? What?
It's called Sitzmark, and it's a German word.
Uh-huh.
It's Sitz,
Yeah.
Sitzmark, and it's the name of the bar up above the Alta Lodge in Alta, Utah, up in Little Cottonwood
Oh,
Canyon.
that's cute.
So
Yeah.
it's this cute name for a bar,
Yeah,
and
it's like your ass in the snow.
but it's using the same principle here. Kind of the
Yeah.
Krieg Sitz Mark.
Sitzmark. Yeah. Sits all kinds of. You can sit anywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. No seating chart here. Okay, well, let's do one more, David.
Fair enough.
Let's pick a good one, and then we will move on to our art section.
Could we look up Airedale or is that
Yeah,
like or Cockahoop? I guess Cockahoop.
Oh yeah, we got to do both of those, but let's
Okay.
start with Cockahoop. Nope. Nope. Says Adam Online. Cockatoo.
Well, we knew
Okay,
that cockatoo was a word.
We gotta just Google it. Cockahoop. Dictionary, Oxford, Cockahoop. Extremely and obviously pleased, especially with about a triumph or success. The team is Cockahoop at winning its first game of the season.
No, I'll never use that word.
Yeah, let's cockasnook, phrase of snook. Openly show contempt or lack of respect for someone or something. Cockasnook. Okay, so you can cock a hoop and you can cock a snook. Let's cock a hoop in the dictionary here. Let's yeah, so why isn't it in our etymology here? Is Etym Online more of an American English focused, or it
I
sounds
think
like
it has a lot of words,
British,
but
Britishism here.
if you probably look up, if you went to Etym Online and typed in,
here it's just got it right here. Mid 17th century, from the phrase "set cock a hoop" of unknown origin, apparently denoting the action of turning on the tap and allowing liquor to flow prior to a drinking session.
oh, it's just like this. Oh, so the team is Cockahoop at winning. It's so they're
really
drinks
turning
are
on the
flowing.
tap.
They're
Yeah.
really letting the tap flow. Okay, that is curious. Cockahoop.
Okay. Cockahoop it is. Okay.
We
and then
thought it was going to be cocksure.
Yeah, we were too cocksure of ourselves. We ain't cockahooping now. I'll cock a snook at you. What is the last one you said? The
The
Airedale.
Airedale, the type of dog, I
Yeah.
guess. We'll find out about it. Airedale. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh,
beautiful dog. The Airedale Terrier, often shortened to Airedale, also called Bingley Terrier and Waterside Terrier, is a dog breed of the terrier type. Originated in the valley, Dale, of the River Aire,
okay.
Aire, in the West Riding of Yorkshire. Traditionally called the King of Terriers because of its largest of the terrier breeds. Oh, this is like the dog he has in, I remember, don't they have that in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin
Oof,
Costner?
I don't remember
And
that.
his dad, when his dad gets attacked while he's away, they come for him. He has this big old dog, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is. It is one of these big old terrier type. Okay,
40 to 50 pounds.
Yeah, big.
So, I guess I know I was wrong by even suggesting that someone could have an anteater, a president could have an anteater, but I want to see if you could find a picture of like a pet anteater.
Yeah, your wish is my command, David. Pet
I mean,
ant.
while we're
eater.
just Googling randomly into the internet. Oh,
No, they're not
see?
riding. That can't be real. That's fake. That's fake.
That's
That's
fake.
fake. Okay,
But
images of a pet anteater. Oh my gosh, there's one with a cat.
oh, weird. That makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
But all it eats is ants. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? An
Dressed
anteater
up.
with a little shirt.
Oh, that
Pajamas.
doesn't look very comfortable for the poor anteater.
Oh, there's an anteater in a backpack with a denim cutoffs jacket. Okay, that's cute. Oh, little baby ones. You make great house pets. I don't know, Reddit. Um, oh yes, yes. You have a question? Here's a pet anteater with its hand up.
Well,
Also wearing a
maybe they
shirt.
do help with pests,
Maybe. Who knows? Okay, well, you've seen it here if you're watching the live stream. You've heard us
Yeah,
gawk
and that
at them if you're
and
just
it's
listening.
officially the end of the etymological pass.
Yeah, it's and now it's time to move on to the art section. Here's our little transition music. Just a little bit of mouth harp for you there. Okay, so David, I have an art section this week that I'm quite excited about.
Okay.
So I'll go first,
Yeah, please.
and it is a Apple TV Plus series called C.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, have you seen
No, I haven't
C? Do you
seen
know
it.
the premise?
I do. I do.
Okay.
And for some reason I just like it seemed kind of, I saw the trailers and stuff and I just thought, nah, I don't think so.
That's kind of what I thought for a while, and then just kind of got a wild hair and turned
Oh,
it on, and
okay.
I'm here to give it a good two thumbs up. So for those who don't know, here's the IMDb description. Far in a dystopian future, the human race has lost the sense of sight, and society has had to find new ways to interact, build, hunt, and to survive. All of that is challenged when a set of twins are born with sight. Starring Jason Momoa, Sylvia Hooks. She's a Dutch actress that is also in Blade Runner 2049. Also with Dave Bautista in the second
Ah, yes.
season, also from Blade Runner.
Okay.
And Alfre Woodard, she
Ah,
is
yes.
fantastic in it. That's her thing. So I'll just spend a couple of minutes to just say a few things that I really like about this series.
Okay.
And I really like the set design and the costume design. Everything is very thought out in these ways of like, what would people who, how would people repurpose the things left behind, and how would they make their world and remake their world after not having a need to see things. And so the way that people use things is very utilitarian, and using them in interesting ways that you wouldn't expect, like a big bottle of water used as a drum because it's a great drum. So everybody has markings on their face. They get like given scars at a certain, like when they come of age.
Okay.
And they never say it specifically, but they do touch each other's faces sometimes as a way to sort of like
Like identify each other
identify each other. And so all of these face markings become sort of like another additional type of identifying characteristic, right?
Huh. Yeah,
They
it's one of the earlier Apple TV offerings. I feel like the first round they were like, okay, we're doing TV now, and this was one of their first shows, right?
It was one of their first shows, and definitely a lot of money on the screen with, like, there's no Jason Momoa is the most kind of A-list actor there, and Dave Bautista maybe second. He doesn't come until later, so it's definitely like a Momoa project, and or vehicle. And I will
Right.
say his performance is fantastic.
Okay.
It's really good. He is the adoptive father of these two blind children. He marries a woman when she's pregnant, and then she has these two twins that can see. And that's all in the first episode. And he is what you learn about him in the first opening 10-15 minutes of the show is that he's an adoptive father to be, and he's the kind of the head of a small tribe that is being attacked by a larger force. And so it's this sort of opens with this forest warfare
Mm.
of blind soldiers and warriors, and his like in his physical performance as a non-seeing person. And I don't know if he they all have like these sort of like cloudy eyes,
Uh-huh.
and it looks pretty like real, except for the people who can see. She can see. And I I suspect, I haven't done any research into it, but I suspect that a lot of these performances of the main actors are cloudy, like that they purposefully deprive themselves of
That
full sight.
their vision is a little impaired, like
Yeah,
Jodie
I
LaForge.
maybe yeah. But the way that they fight in battle, they come up with these very innovative ways that different warriors might work. They drag their swords along, if they're fighting on, depending on what they're fighting on, but they'll
uh,
they'll hit their swords against things to sort of like create a a temptation for a opponent to,
uh-huh.
like, oh, I'm here, but it's a distraction so that he can attack
Sure.
someone that way.
Yeah.
And he does this thing when he's moving, Jason Momoa, when he's moving in, especially in battle mode, he kind of does this like sweeping um motion, like he stays super low to the ground, and his arms kind of like are wide akimbo to like sort of catch things, and uses
Okay.
his things, and he does a lot of leading with his ears.
Oh.
A
Oh.
lot of them are doing that. So it's a very interesting world. Um and and uh
Do you know where it was filmed?
I don't know
It
where
looks
it was
beautiful, like
filmed.
beautiful. Probably Canada.
Yeah, I do think they are meant to be in Canada,
Ah,
like in the
like it
in the
takes place in
story.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah, I think so, because they talk about being in, close to a river that feeds into the Mississippi River. So that suggests they're north of,
Oh, I
you
see.
know,
Okay.
the Mississippi area, and it's all pretty overcast where they are. Yeah, a lot great cast, a lot of sort of like Alfre Woodard there is great. These are the two
Hmm.
kids. Um, who else is in there that I would recognize? Um, yeah, not too many. A lot of newer faces, but they all do a fantastic job.
Can I ask how you feel about the general uh the the output from Apple in their TV segment? What do you feel like is the underlying um brand of their TV, or do you have
And
any
what Trump's
sense
going to
of
do,
I wouldn't say that I have like a clear sense of what um, what their thing is. What else have I watched? I haven't watched Severance all the way through.
Oh, right.
Physical, I think, is an Apple TV one.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah.
Stacy's watched that. I don't know. I would say it's, if I had to like, ascribe certain
Ted
characteristics.
Lasso.
Ted Lasso, yeah. I don't know. They're kind of just pretty earnest projects, just like
Uh-huh.
kind of like quirky, uh, kinds of shows.
They have these I haven't watched For All Mankind, but that's on my list to watch.
Oh yeah, For All Mankind, love that show. I have
Yeah.
and I have given that a review on the pod before.
Uh-huh. And I mean to get around to it, but there's also other ones. There's Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso has so much heart and so much there's like moral to the story. You know, they're just
Yeah.
trying to kind of teach some sort of lesson, and it seems that that's how they're. Like Severance comes out of the blue, and it feels it makes me. I always think of Apple as the delivery mechanism, and at some point I wonder if when these messages that come out go a little contrary to the corporate
Culture.
kind of culture and structure that Apple uses, or for example, like do they like does that mean anything, or is that just nonsense? I don't. I don't know. I also feel like they're just slurping up productions, and maybe it's just random. They're just like whoever is gonna. They're hiring writers and filmmakers to do whatever they can, almost, and so they're just.
But at least so far,
shopping
I
around.
think like they are presenting themselves as a streaming service that certainly doesn't have as much content as HBO and Amazon and Netflix, but they are, Netflix does this kind of thing of they do have original content, but they also just have like so much other stuff.
Right.
And as does Amazon. They have a library of titles that they are contractually allowed to stream, and so we
for a
think of,
season of time, they kind of they
Yeah.
slot them in for the calendar, and you can stream them from Netflix for a while.
yeah, exactly. But Netflix definitely has a lot more content, and they have a lot of different kinds of content. And they have a ton of like reality shows and things like that.
Do you feel like Netflix has all that content and Apple's is more premium, or they're trying to stay wholesome kind of in their
I wouldn't necessarily say wholesome, but I would say they are trying to stay premium content, it seems, because everything else you can rent and buy from Apple through its whatever store at this point. But the original Apple content is all fairly kind of like premium offerings. At least they want it to seem that way.
Have you or enjoyed any of their sporting TV? Apple's kind of getting into baseball, I think, or other things.
No, if they carried, there's a couple sports I might watch if they carried them, but probably not. I would be, no, I don't really watch sports, just the Olympics.
Yeah.
Well,
that's on Peacock or something.
Indeed, I do. That's how I watched it last.
Well, thanks for sharing about your show, the C show. 22 episodes, 2 seasons.
With a third season and final season, I believe, being touted to come out.
A triptych of
3 seasons.
Well, great.
Seasons. Okay. What about you, David? Where can I direct my screen?
Take us to see Orville.
Orville. Are you going to talk about Orville, David?
Because you were just talking about Ernest TV, and this for me is Seth MacFarlane's. Basically, he's like a fan of Star Trek, and he just wants to make basically his version of Star Trek.
Well, and I would say his version of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh yeah.
I'd say this is there are other Star Trek shows. This is 100% the Next Generation approach.
But they're swinging for the fence with this show. Like they're really going for.
I haven't watched
morality tales, and
I think I watched most of the first season, and then the second season I think I've seen maybe a couple, but how's it still going?
Yeah.
Are you all the way
Yeah,
through all the
I
content?
think so. Scroll down there because I think I've seen. Well, I'm up to date. I guess there's more coming. I think. Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, okay, so what do you mean swinging for the fences? Say more.
Just some of the recent episodes have really. Well, it's a funny show because I say they're taking it seriously. It's very earnest. They're really trying to do all this the CG and the kind of the world building of the ship that they're on and
It seems like
and
the satire component is also not as like it's definitely not a spoof,
it's not a spoof.
but it
There
is
are jokes.
satirical.
There's more jokes.
There's more
There's more
jokes.
just off random jokes.
Yeah.
Um, and it's kind of like it's like you take but they go back to being serious. No one laughs at the jokes. Like people just inject little comments. It's a joke you might see on another TV show,
Yeah.
and but really, I'd say just a really great show, fun, especially if you like Star Trek and you miss that feeling because it really provides that feeling. I
Yeah.
think.
Satisfying, episodic,
Yeah,
galactic
yeah,
exploration.
morality tales, kind of.
Competent collections of international what's the word you know
Competency.
cosmopolitan diplomacy, etc. Just like and military, you get the military uh aspects of it,
Yeah,
because they're on a ship and they have rank and they you know but they're such a soft like Starfleet. It's kind of like, we're kind of scientists,
yeah. They're explorers.
gentlemen philosopher types. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
high-minded and
Seth
it's a little silly.
MacFarlane is the creator. He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
star.
right. And I
Um,
think maybe if people don't like Seth MacFarlane, plenty of people have, plenty of people might not like him if they and they might not like this show. It's not for this show is not for them because there's a lot of him.
yeah.
He's he's front and center, and it has Norm Macdonald. His voice is in it, which is a little nice sentimental
They
thing to
haven't
kind of get to
they
hear his
haven't
voice.
tried to say goodbye to his character or something
They're
since.
not yet. I think they had a few episodes that he had already recorded, and now,
Mhm.
but one of their episodes did have an in memory of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Um, but Victor Garber's there.
Yeah.
He plays
He's great.
Sydney's dad in Alias. Jennifer Gardner's dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And anyway, he's in this show. He's Admiral Halsey. Obviously, there you see he's
Yeah.
Admiral Halsey. But he's very serious. Ted Danson. Anyway, it's a great show. But one of in the recent season, and it's mid season, so I'm not going to talk too much about what they're doing in the middle of it. But they go for like a very heart wrenching emotional stuff that works. I think it's very effective. Oh, there's Robert Picardo that was in it. They have fun casting too, kind of stunt casting like Leighton Meester,
Patrick Warburton,
yeah, Patrick Warburton, Star Trek people too, like earlier
Jason
Robert Picardo.
Alexander.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Penn.
Yeah. Well, I definitely would pick it back up again. Oh, Rob Lowe. Nice. I very much enjoyed that first season. I just, uh, let it go.
Yep. It
Yep.
happens. There's a lot of stuff to watch.
Well, a couple of good submissions there for our audience, and want to say thank you to our listeners for subscribing to us. You can subscribe to our podcast through Apple Podcasts and wherever else you like to pod. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and on Twitch, and you can be notified when we're doing our live streams, which is typically every 2 weeks on Thursday evenings. And thank thanks to producer Sam out at Salton Studios for the ones, the twos, and every number he might have touched. Thumbs up. And the David, you got any final words for our audience? And that's a pretty good place to stop recording. Bum 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 bum